Collinsville. Welcome to Oologah, Oklahoma, where tonight the Collinsville Cardinals take on their first road trip of the season against rivals Oologah Mustangs. Oologah comes into the matchup 1-1, as do the Cardinals. Oologah lost a close game to Claremore,
17-14,
in a game that I was told that kind of seemed pretty likely they were going to win, and they had an opportunity to win and just barely didn't beat the much larger school of Claremore. And the Claremore was also chose to win our district, the Collinsville's district. Collinsville coming off a tough loss last week at the hands of the Catoosa Indians. Logan, it was a decent night for the defense. The defense definitely improved from week 1 to week 2. The offense, however, really struggled to get anything going in that game.
Yes, the offense has to get their run game going tonight, as Coach Redding talked about. Our defense has to stop the run, as they have two really good running backs. One in Jimmy McKinney and the other in Chance Kime.
So a huge matchup tonight to open up the road season for the Cardinals here, and a team that I know Coach Jones expects to be a very good team. Of course, the Cardinals are coached by their head coach, Kevin Jones. This is his third season as the head coach of the Collinsville Cardinals. Mike McClure is the offensive coordinator as well as the quarterback coach. We got Matt Davison as a special teams coordinator. Sean Tazar is the wide receivers coach. Dale Harb, defensive backs. John Benham is the co-defensive coordinator and linebacker coach. Burgess Shaw is helping with the offensive line this season. Damon Harold at defensive line. Adam Hass, offensive line. And then, like we mentioned, Tom Redding he's the coach's coach, Logan, and he also is in charge of all the freshman teams.
I'd like to say one thing is that I saw in pregame warm-ups that Chris Kaleem was not suited up tonight.
Okay, and he started this season at center.
And he comes out of the tunnel in street clothes.
Yep, so we'll have to see who replaces Chris at the center tonight for the Cardinals, and that is going to be a huge position to fill.
Coach Jones talked about how we're kind of weak on the offensive line and defensive line, not having as much to back us up, and so this is, like you said, this is really going to hurt us.
All right, well, the Cardinals did win the coin toss and elected to defer to the second half, so they will be kicking off to the Mustangs here to begin the game. Sergio Perez has really done a good job so far as the kicker for this team. His kickoffs in particular seem to get a lot better in week 2. As far as just being able to kick the ball a little bit further and place it where he wanted to. There were really no issues in week 2 against Catoosa as far as that went.
All together in special teams, they really played well. So as our defense, our offense struggled last week. So I'm pretty excited to see how they come out this week and how they play.
Yeah, and Coach Jones alluded to the fact that if Oologah wanted to throw the ball around a little bit, he felt like that would be an advantage for his guys, whereas if they wanted to kind of stick to their run game, it'd be a little bit more, he felt like, an effective attack for the Mustangs. All right, Sergio Perez getting set to kick here. Back to receive for the Mustangs is number 40, Jimmy McKinney, the sophomore running back.
Usually kicks it to that sideline hash, and he does.
Going to get short, and fair catch is signaled there by Braden Despain.
That might have been something where you let go and it bounces out of bounds on a flag, but he didn't want to risk it, and so he fair caught it, and they'll get the ball at the 30-yard line.
So decent field position there for the Mustangs. And look at that offensive line, Logan. They're a pretty nice size group there, nice size unit for the Mustangs.
Go ahead.
The quarterback is Peyton Craig. He's a junior, 6'3", so a tall quarterback. McKinney gets the hand. Oh, it's a read. Quarterback keeps it, breaks right, has the first down. Dylan Cook eventually runs him out of bounds, but not before a gain of 19 yards, and that'll be good for a Mustang first down.
That's one thing that our defense struggled with is the team getting on the outside of the field and being able to turn it upfield for a big gain. One thing that we struggled with last week was our defensive line. Catoosa had big linemen, so I'm anxious to see how they do against this Oologah line.
Yeah, it seems like every team we've played this year, Skiatook was very run-heavy, Catoosa was run-heavy, and now Oologah, like we talked about as well, a strong line. This time the read does go to McKinney. Stiff arms, haymaker. He's still on his feet. Breaks a couple tackles, still rolling down the sideline. Eventually brought down. On the tackle was Haymaker. Excuse me, that wasn't Haymaker that got stiff-armed up by the line.
That was Mark Tillman.
Okay, Mark Tillman, who's getting the start at running back tonight because of an injury to Hunter Rush. Likely it was the injury he got. Yeah, linebacker Hunter Rush. He was hurt in the very first play of the last game.
I talked to him this week, and he said that he believes he has a torn ACL, and that's not something you don't want to see in a young athlete like him.
McKinney gets a handoff again, this time. Rock Robbins able to pull him down. And I don't think that actually was number 21, Chance Kime, on the carry, the senior. That was a 1-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 9 here. Oologah steady with the run game so far. Running back currently is Wyatt Tucker, so we've seen 3 guys in the backfield along with Peyton Craig. This is another read. Dylan Cook makes a tackle. Has the help of Marcus Tillman there.
And Dylan Cook did not play last week. He played towards the end of the game, but he was out because of sickness all week.
Yeah, so you know that the head coach and defensive coordinator Kevin Jones excited to have his senior back on that defensive secondary, kind of shoring up. And that's a good example of him just kind of doing his job there.
He's one of the big playmakers on this Collinsville Cardinals football team.
Craig in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looks for the pass, got a man in the middle. Oh, it's intercepted by Sean Kaczewski. He's running to his left. He's still on the left. Quarterback tries to tackle and brings him down at the 50. Huge play for the Cardinals, stopping the Mustang drive.
That is a huge play by this Cardinal defense. Get off the field, get revamped, and be able to watch this Cardinal offense put a steady drive together.
All right, so Kaczewski, after the 35-yard return there, after the interception, will lead his offense back onto the field right at the 50.
That ball was pretty much thrown to him.
Right at him.
I don't see anyone in that area with a blue jersey on, so I wonder who he was targeting there.
Ryan Haymaker in the backfield. Kaczewski fakes the handoff to him, and he has an errant pass there. Sails over the hands of, I believe his intended receiver was Dylan Cook there. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. And it looks like number 53, Colton Conover, he's the senior, is starting at center for the Cardinals. Cardinals do go with a tight end package, unusual for the Cardinals here. Keenan Hamilton lined up on that right side.
I believe it will be a run play with him on the line as a blocker.
Kaczewski trying to get Haymaker in the right spot. Oh, it's a quarterback read, and it was fumbled, but Kaczewski was able to get back on top of it there. And, man, that Mustang line was through there in a hurry, putting a body on Kaczewski. All right, so it'll be 3rd and 15 for the Cardinals here.
And that's something that we don't really have to worry about because in the previous games, when it's been 3rd and long, they've seemed to be able to make big plays.
Yeah, specifically, Sean Kaczewski has been able to make big plays. So don't be surprised here if Coach McClure decides to keep the ball in Kaczewski's hands. He drops back to pass, and he decides to run, but he's brought down back at the line of scrimmage. No gain there, and the Cardinals will be forced to punt. but they will hopefully, assuming get a good punt here, be able to switch field position with the Mustangs, which in a game where somebody wants to run as much as Oologah has done so far, the battle of field position is huge. Deep snapper for the Cardinals is number 44, Rock Robbins, the sophomore linebacker. Kacheski, ball on the ground, manages to still get a punt up.
A good one, too.
It takes a Collinsville bounce, still bouncing, rolling, down to the 10, and a great punt there by Sean Kacheski, especially after the poor snap.
And we'll see what this defense can do on their second possession. It is pink out tonight for both stands. Who do you think has won so far?
I see a lot of blue over there and a lot of pink over here. I'm going to have to go with the Collinsville Cardinal fans. All right, so the Mustangs start on their own 10. They give the handoff to McKinney, and he's stuffed right at the line there. Justin Cothe, the man on the spot.
I'd like to see more of that this game.
We saw a real improvement on the right side by Keenan Pretty and Rock Robbins last week. They really managed to kind of secure up that side. So good sign right now to see Cothe on the other end of that, putting a stop early to the run game.
Josh Arnold and Rock Robbins are leaders in high school football
area
in Oklahoma with 33 tackles. They're in the top 10, would you say?
Yeah, they're definitely in the top 15. This time the run goes up the middle. I believe that was Wyatt Tucker with the run. He's brought down after about a 4-yard gain, so it's going to be 4th and 6 here for the Cardinals. We talked about the battle of the field position. This could be a nice stop for the Cardinals, give their offense a little bit shorter field. I'm really bad about kind of counting my eggs before they're my basket. All right, so Craig in the backfield along with McKinney. McKinney has fumbled 3 times this season already in the 2 games. He's a big kid, though. He doesn't get the handoff. It's a quick pass play. Sean Kacheski there and makes the tackle. There's a flag back in the backfield. It might be a holding call.
That's what I believe it is. And that will back him up 5 yards.
If it was against Mustang. It is a hold. Now, it could be a defensive hold on the wide receiver against Cook. We'll see. It looked like it was after the pass was already complete, though. It is a hold against Oologah. So the punting team comes on for the Mustangs, and a great stop there for the Cardinals.
Brandon Lowe will be back to catch the kick. He's done a pretty good job this season. And it was a safety.
Safety. All right, just what the Cardinals need. A little help tonight in this huge matchup. Looks like the Mustangs might have a little bit more nerves tonight than the Cardinals. So the Cardinals get 2 points on the board early at the hands of the Mustangs.
With 7 minutes and 2 seconds left in this first quarter. And they will get the ball back. Both snaps for punting have been bad today.
Yeah,
by both teams.
The snap for Collinsville was low, and Sean Kacheski had to get down to field it. And that one was over the head of their punter, Wyatt Tucker. Looks like Oologah elected on the kick here to just go ahead and take the yardage, and they'll go ahead and kick off as opposed to punt. Set back to receive is Dylan Cook. looks like kicker will be Mark Franklin. He's a senior for the Mustangs.
And they will be kicking off from the 20-yard line. So that means Collinsville should have good field position.
I'm going to be a girl here for a second, Logan. Look at that sunset in the backdrop. All right, the kick is off, and it is a good one. Dylan Cook manages to field it. He's running to his left, got a couple blockers that way, needs another block, stays to the sideline, and is brought down at the 48-yard line. A nice return there by Dylan Cook, and even better blocking.
And they'll have the same field position as they did the first possession, so hopefully they will get something started and put 7 points on the board.
All right, Ryan Haymaker remains the back. He gets the handoff, running to his left, has room. Nice block there by his wide receiver. He's going to get in the end zone. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ryan Haymaker from the 48 gets to the end zone, and the Cardinals are going to take a big lead in the first quarter. Logan, this is the best start that Coach Jones could have hoped for.
Yes, that is Ryan Haymaker's first rushing touchdown of the season. Yeah, Coach Jones can't be more pleased right now.
Just a nice cut there by Haymaker, followed his blocking all the way down the sideline, and a really, really good block there by, I believe it was TJ Johnson over here on the left. Kick is up by Sergio Perez, and it's through the uprights, and Collinsville takes a 9-0 lead with 6 minutes, 43 seconds to go in this first quarter.
In previous games, they haven't really come out and started the game off like they have tonight, so that is something good to see.
Great to see them get this good of a start, just like you said, and you got to just hope that they can kind of keep the momentum going and continue to ride these emotions out for 4 quarters, because it's still really early in the game.
Yes, it's still early to make mistakes, like you said.
All right, so McKinney is back to receive for the Mustangs once again. Along with him is Despain, a sophomore wide receiver, and I think that's number 8, Keenan Ferrier, another sophomore wide receiver. Sergio Perez setting the ball. Likes to kick it over here towards Despain. He does again. Spain fields it. Levi Draper makes the ankle tackle. The freshman, number 10 for the Cardinals, pulls him down near the 35-yard line.
It's good to see some freshmen get some playing time and even make some tackles on special teams.
Yeah, and I think that's one way that Coach Jones likes to get freshmen involved in this varsity team. He doesn't put them necessarily, especially early in seasons, on the offense or the defense, but he likes to get them involved in special teams, likes to let them get in the open field and just kind of make plays for his team. So the Mustangs take over. Handoff goes to McKinney. Oh, never mind. It's a quarterback pass to the left. And that pass was to Aiden Butchfink, a senior wide receiver.
That got Ryan Haymaker. He came in to tackle the running back and found out that the quarterback had the ball and did a little screen out to him.
Yeah, it was definitely a good play action there. It was good for a Mustang first down. Look at this. They've got triple backs here. Fullback, and he's in motion to the left. Quarterback keeps it. He's got lots of room. One man to beat. It's TJ Johnson, and he does manage to knock him out of bounds, but not before. Let's see. That was at the 46. Now they're down to the
31-yard line.
31-yard line, so that was a huge gain there for the Mustangs.
And that's something special about this Zulugat team is they have so many backs that they can put 3 in the backfield and still run their offense.
McKinney gets it this time. Brought down by Josh Arnold after a gain of 2 or 3.
And the Udon Mustangs driving as they did their first possession to result in a turnover.
Starting line for the Cardinals tonight is Keenan Pretty and Justin Cothe on the ends, along with Hunter Brown, Parker Brown, the nose guard. Craig gives the handoff to McKinney again. He's brought down again by Josh Arnold and Parker Brown.
With
right
no
on
gain.
cue. Yeah, maybe half a yard. Linebackers tonight for the Cardinals. Marcus Tillman, we talked about filling in for the injured Hunter Rush. Rock Robbins, Josh Arnold, and Keenan Hamilton on the outside linebacker as well.
This is another big third down here. If we could get a stop, that would be great. And it looks like they will get the first down.
Chance Kime, the senior running back that time, runs right, good for a first down. Ball's going to be placed on the 20-yard line. McKinney, excuse me.
I have to say our students traveled really well to the game today.
Ball on the ground, handoff goes to McKinney. He's brought down by Ryan Haymaker. Looks like he was able to pick up 4 on the run. And he's a strong kid. He's stiff-armed a couple guys down to the ground so far tonight. So the Cardinals are going to have to make sure that they get a body on him in order to bring him down. Arm tackles won't do tonight.
Nope, good form tackling is how you bring down McKinney.
He is a big back, and he does play both ways. This time he's in once again, but he's the second back, and they have a tight end in motion. Quarterback Craig keeps it again on the keeper and brought down short of the end zone there by TJ Johnson. Comes up a little bit gimpy. Oh, he's down to the ground. Peyton Craig, the junior starting quarterback for the Mustangs, is injured on the play.
Guessing a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Or his knee. Ooh, it does not look good.
He's not putting much weight on it at all.
He's trying to walk it off. I know he wants to get in the game versus their rivals, Collinsville. I mean, you don't want to ever sit out versus your rivals, so we'll see if he gets any more action tonight.
Ball's placed on the 1 here.
Who will they have in at quarterback? That's the question. If they even have one.
Looks like number 10, Casey Bass, checked into the game. He's only a freshman. And I think Oologah's going to take a timeout to figure this out. Nope, Collinsville does.
I don't even think they had a quarterback in. I think McKinney was lined up in the Wildcat.
I mean, they brought number 10 in. I don't know if he was going to line up as a position other than quarterback. But he's listed as a quarterback here on the roster. So the Cardinals take a timeout. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this first quarter. We'll try to keep an eye on the status of the Mustangs quarterback, Peyton Craig. He is the son of their head coach, Brandon Craig. Since the Cardinals took a timeout there, if Craig is able to, I believe he can come back into the game. He wasn't able to come into the game on the previous play because of the injury that he sustained.
I don't see a quarterback.
Craig's in the game. He's back in.
Maybe a stinger?
We'll have to see how much it affects his play the rest of the night. I'm sure that they'll get him in the locker room at halftime and kind of try to reevaluate whatever his injury may be.
And how much it changes the Oologah play calling.
McKinney gets the carry there. Still no signal. Second down. Cardinals managed to stop him. You got to believe it's going to be more steady dose of that, though.
Yes.
I mean, you got a 6'1", 208-pound kid. You're probably going to give him the ball there and believe that he can get a yard for you. Obviously, the Cardinal defense hoping to prevent that. Goal line package here. No wide receivers. McKinney gets it again, and this time jumps over the line. Good for a touchdown. Oologah.
The Cardinals just were postponing their death.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a tough position. Obviously, happens all the time. You're able to get stops, but with an offensive line that big and a running back that big, you got to believe if you're Coach Brandon Craig of Oologah, you kind of like your odds. So the kicker is Wyatt Tucker. Craig is the holder here. Snap back. It's a good one. Ball down. Kick up. And it is good. The score goes to 7-9, and the Oologah Mustangs answer there with a nice drive. Started at the 36. Ended with a McKinney touchdown.
That was a good drive by Oologah there. Taking it from the 40-yard line, 38.
Yeah, the 36.
36-yard line and driving it the whole way down the field.
Mark Franklin will kick off here for Oologah. Dylan Cook back to receive once again.
Our special teams have seen to do a really good job this year as they've started the offense off with really good field position for most of the possessions they've had.
On this special teams unit, Tyler Forrest, Schaefer Smith, Raymond Smith, Justin Cothy, Keenan Pretty, and Parker Brown up front. Nice kick there. Cook running left again, breaks a tackle, breaks another, and is eventually brought down somewhere near the 35-yard line. And that was about a 30-yard return there by Dylan Cook.
And that's something we didn't see last week was Dylan Cook, and he's really helped us as a team. I mean, plays special teams, offense, and defense.
Yeah.
So him being on the field as a senior, he's really a leader for this Cardinal team.
Yep. You can tell that he just has a lot of confidence when he's back in those tight positions.
And when he has the ball in his hands.
And with the ball in his hands. So the Cardinals take the ball on the 36-yard line. And the ball's loose. Once again, was that on the exchange or on the snap?
I think he mishandled the snap.
All right, so that'll be a loss of 4 yards for the Cardinals.
That's not what you want to see on first down.
No, not when you're an offense that has struggled to kind of move the ball anyway. Definitely going from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 14, not a great way to start a drive. Mustangs in a 4th-2. Chesky in motion right. Pass is complete to Dylan Cook. He's on his feet. Knocked out of bounds. He's going to be close to the first down there. Might be half a yard short. Looks like he was out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and half a yard here for the Cardinals.
And these are the plays where I'd like to see Pretty come in and maybe pound the ball through. Because he is our biggest running back we have.
Cardinals do stay in the shotgun. Keenan Hamilton on the line as a tight end. Kacheski hands off to Haymaker, runs left, has a lot of room, has the first down. Eventually brought down at the 39-yard line, and a nice game there by the Cardinals.
A good block by number 81, Tyler Forrest, a sophomore. Really helped gain 5 to 10 more yards.
I love the play call there. They had Keenan Hamilton set up as tight end over here on the left side, and one wide receiver out to the left, and there was just that one defensive back over to the left, so there was a lot of green on that side of the field, and just a nice play call to get Haymaker running that way where there was really no defender, at least in the original setup, to block him. It looks like there's a penalty on the play. I never saw a flag, but there's obviously a penalty as the officials are moving the ball backwards.
And it is backing up the Cardinals, yes. And that hurts the Collinsville Cardinals and there will be timeout Oologah.
I don't think the Oologah players know that their coaches have called a timeout. I mean, that must have been it was either a hold right at the offensive line or a penalty other than that, because they obviously marked it off from wherever the foul was, so I'm going to guess it was a hold up on the line.
Yeah.
Which is going to make it a 3rd and 7 here for the Cardinals, as opposed to that first down on a huge gain.
And that's one thing this offense can't afford to do, is have big penalties on first down conversions, because this offense hadn't seemed to really get going this season, and so for them to be backed up is a tough thing to see.
All right, so now the ball on the Cardinal 40. 3rd and 7. Kucheski's got Dylan Cook, Tyler Forrest, and TJ Johnson to his left. Hamilton lined up as a wide receiver to his right. He reads it, keeps it up the middle, and is brought down. He'll be short of the first down there by a couple, maybe a yard actually.
I think they will do a quick punt like we've seen earlier.
Yeah, make Oologah line up and defend here. And yeah, it is going to be a quick punt. And a nice punt there by Kucheski. Hopefully Cardinals can get down there and down it before it gets to the end zone. It's not going to get there anyway, but it's going to be at the 5. Really nice play there by the Cardinals.
I like that play call there. I mean, on your own 49-yard line, a quick punt is exactly what we want. I mean, gave them gave Oologah bad field position and good field position for this defense.
Yep, good job there, and a real luxury of being able to punt with your quarterback. Obviously, situations like that, and you never know, they might not respect the punt, and you might be able to get a first down in plays like that. All right, so Craig remains in the game. Apparently the injury was not too bad. Takes the snap. It was a low one. Hands off to number 21, Chance Kime. He runs up the middle for a gain of 3.
Tackle made on the play by number 20, Keenan Hamilton. Gain of 3 yards.
Keenan Hamilton was on the tackle.
For the Mustangs.
The starting secondary tonight for the Cardinals is TJ Hamilton, Sean Kucheski, Ryan Haymaker, and Dylan Cook. Ryan plays up a lot, almost in a linebacker-like position. Craig keeps the ball here, breaks 2 tackles, but Keenan Pretty gets there, and that's going to be a loss on the play, and it could have been an even bigger loss. A good job there of group tackling by the Cardinals, not giving up on the play there, especially by Keenan Pretty to continue pursuit. So a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 9 here for the Mustangs. Got to think it's a throwing down here. McKinney, the back, along with, once again, Kime. McKinney gets the handoff, playing it safe, and he's brought down about the 7-yard line, and it'll be 4th and a few here.
It looks like Justin Cothey brought him down from his back. He kind of grabbed his jersey and pulled him down to...
Jersey's legal. Collar is not.
No.
So a good job there by Cothey, and that wasn't even a gain of 3. That was a gain of really 1 yard. So great job by the defense here, and it looks like Brandon Lowe set to receive the punt here
We'll see
by
what
Tucker.
the long snapper can do if he gets the snap down. And it was a little high, but the punter will get it off.
Brandon Lowe just going to stay away from it. And nice job there by Lowe just to get away from it, as well as Dylan Cook, the senior. And the Cardinals will take over at the 39-yard line. At the Oologah 39-yard line.
This is good field position. This is what you want to see for our offense.
Indeed it is, and once again, you know, playing the field, if you will. Keeping teams like this that want to run, and a team like us who hasn't had a whole lot of success on offense, the defense helping them out in any way they can, and just giving them short yardage, always a benefit. Marcus Tillman in the backfield this time, his first time in the backfield for the Cardinals tonight. Chesky gets the snap. He's in motion to his left, squares up, throws it deep. Dylan Cook is open, but he was overthrown there. He was wide open for days. The defender was number 15, Wyatt Tucker, and he was just nowhere near Dylan Cook. I think they were fooled. I think they thought the pass was going to go to the star wide receiver, T.J. Johnson.
One thing I'd like to see is him to get more targets this week. He had 2 targets last week, and our star senior leader, our star wide receiver, he needs to get more targets because he is our playmaker.
Yeah, and I think that's got to be something that the coaches are addressing with Coach Heskey. This time the handoff goes to Tillman, lots of room, has the first down, still on his feet, going for the end zone, eventually brought down right about the 8-yard line. Nice running there by the sophomore running back. Right up the middle. Just a little bit to the right. Nice blocking there by the Cardinals. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. A nice run to end the first quarter for the Cardinals, and they lead 9-7. And we'll take a quick break before we come back with the second quarter.
Drive down Route 66 and see the Meltons.
Well, ain't that something?
It's here, where the entire Melton family changed the negative dealership drama.
Forever.
This is the showroom. Yep, that's a pool table.
These are the salespeople. Yep, there are none.
Unlocked cars? Yep, even on Sundays. Granddad paid off the building. Yep, we sell cars for fun.
Translation, car buying can be a negative experience, so we changed it. You're welcome.
Melton Sales on Route 66 in Claremore. Jump on it.
Can I get a ham and Swiss sandwich with extra cheese, please?
Welcome back to the second quarter tonight in Oologah, Oklahoma, where the Cardinals currently putting together a pretty nice drive, and they lead their rivals, the Oologah Mustangs, 9-7. Ryan Haymaker got the handoff there right up the middle for really no gain. It's second and goal, ball on the 8 for the Cardinals.
And I was really pleased with that first quarter. I mean, one defensive slip up, or one defensive possession where we didn't look that great, but for the most part, a really good first quarter.
Handoff goes to Haymaker again, runs up the middle, gets a couple that time. And I like the persistence there by the coaching staff, just keeping the ball in the middle and working it up. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 6.
This is a big play for the Collinsville Cardinals.
Play clock at 15. Oh, never mind, it never reset. Sean Kacheski in the backfield. He's got 4 wideouts, and it looks like a timeout's been called by Collinsville.
They're going to make sure they get this play calling right. I'd like to see a slant and try to get it to TJ, but
yeah, I mean, TJ's a guy you can count on in position like this, but you don't want to make a mistake either. But you got to show faith in your quarterback. So I agree with you, Logan, that take a chance. 10 minutes, 41 seconds to go in this half. in tonight's Pink Out Night, hosted by the Oologah Mustangs, trying to bring awareness to cancer. And a very important 3rd and 6, 3rd and goal, 6 to go here for the Cardinals.
No, Pretty won't go in.
Looks like the wide receivers will be Johnson, Forrest, and Cook to Kacheski's left, and Keenan Hamilton alone on the right. Looks to be single coverage. Johnson being guarded tight. Pass goes to Hamilton. Ball up in the air, and it's caught! Touchdown, Cardinals! Nice toss-up there by Sean Kacheski to his big man. Keenan Hamilton went up and received it, and the Cardinals go up 15-7.
Great play calling by Coach McClure.
Really nice single coverage with big wide receivers like Keenan Hamilton and like T.J. Johnson. You can toss it up there to the back nylon and just let them go get it.
And I liked what he did there as he put 3 wide receivers left to try to draw the defense, and he had Keenan Hamilton over here, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Kick sails through there for Sergio Perez. So the Cardinals, 16-7. Nice drive there by the Cardinals, and they started on their own 39. The defense managed to give them good field position, and the offense rewarded them with a touchdown.
And this is the best I've seen our offense play this season. And as we know, Sergio Perez will kick it to the left hash.
You know, I'm always interested when teams do what we do. You kick it to a guy upfield. Why do the receiving teams never switch their guys? Have you ever noticed that? They almost never do it. I mean, it just seems like if you're wanting a certain guy to field it, you'd put him where they're kicking it to every time, like clockwork. Once again, this one goes to Despain. He's still on his feet, eventually brought down again by Levi Draper. Aided that time by Marcus Tillman on the tackle.
And our defense will take the field again.
So Oologah takes over on the 39. Craig in the backfield. He's got McKinney lined up. Handoff goes to Kime. Runs right. Brought down by Rock Robbins, as well as Justin Cothy. Looks like he got 2 yards on the run.
A halfback counter there. It looks like number 21, Chance Kime, will be in the backfield with Craig.
It's a pass. Screenplay. That was Despain with the reception. He has a gain of a few on the play. It looks like it's going to be 3rd down and 1 yard for the Mustangs.
And it looks like Jimmy McKinney will stay on the sideline. Kind of surprised that as he's 6'1", 208, you'd think they'd bring him in to power it through.
Craig with the snap. It's a read. Hands off to Kime. Runs up the middle. He's got the 1st down. Looks like he has maybe 4 on the play. Ball placed at the 48-yard line. Mustangs with a 1st down. I believe this is Well, they had quite a few first downs in their touchdown scoring drive. Low snap, handled fine by Craig. It's quarterback keep, and he's going to be brought down. That'll count as a sack by Rock Robbins, improving his stats here on the evening. That'll be a loss of nearly 4 on the play, and a good job there by the defensive line, matching up to all the offensive line blocks and allowing their linebacker, Rock Robbins, to get through for the sack.
It looked like Craig tried to delay behind the blocker, and Rock Robbins slipped behind him.
Got a little bit of a issue here. The official's going to make Braden Despain, the sophomore wide receiver, check out. Maybe he's bleeding or something, so they're going to make him check out for at least a play. Drew Humphrey checks in for him as wide receiver. Craig's got trips to his right, Humphrey to his left. Looks to pass, it's right, incomplete. His wide receiver wasn't ready at all, and really the only people that were aware of the ball coming their way were the Cardinal defenders. So it will be 3rd down and 13 here for the Mustangs.
3rd down and 4. The scoreboard is wrong.
3rd down and what?
Oh, no, excuse me. 3rd down and 13. I didn't see the...
I don't look at the scoreboard.
You're too good for that.
All right, so Craig in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff. Sack in pursuit. It's a screenplay to Kine. He's got some room, and he's brought down short of the first down. And it looks like the ball will be placed right around the 42. So it'll be 4th and 4, and we'll see what Oologah decides to do here.
You have to think Oologah is going to go for it. I mean, being on Collinsville, having Collinsville backed up to their own goal line.
And the quarterback does stay in the game. All indications that they're going to go for it. McKinney is the running back. Trips to the right. Single wide out. Despain to the left. McKinney rearranging. Getting on Craig's right. Snap back. Fake the handoff. It's a read. Quarterback keeps. Runs outside. And we'll have to see where the spot is. If it's where he goes out of bounds, it'll be a 1st down.
That was a really good spot. I don't know about that one.
And it will be good for a Mustang 1st down. Good job by Craig there, just getting around the line and following his blockers. Manages to get the 1st down on that 4th down opportunity. He
evaded some tackles, which, like you said earlier, no arm tackles. And
yeah, I mean, these kids are strong, and they're gonna have, our defenders are gonna have to tackle with the Brody this year. Looking deep, and he's sacked by Justin Cothe. Another sack for the Cardinals.
And number 7, Craig, is not very happy with his offensive lineman.
He probably hasn't been sacked too often this season because that line is big, and I've heard nothing but good things about them. So he's probably like really confused about what's going on right now.
It is 2nd and 15. Jimmy McKinney will stay in the backfield along with
is that Kine?
Craig, and
can't see if that's a single digit or not. He's got trips to his right, nobody left. Handoff goes to, it's a keeper. He's running left. Hamilton in pursuit. There's a flag on the play. He manages to get back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see what the flag is about.
I believe it is holding. It will be holding on Oologah.
That'll be called at the spot of the foul, so that'll be 5-yard back from somewhere near that original line of scrimmage there. Excuse me, the line of scrimmage. Coach Jones is going to accept the penalty. He had to think about it for a second because now it's going to be 2nd and we'll see how long, or he had 3rd and 10. Yes. So he kind of had to consider what he was going to do, but did elect to accept the penalty. I think Collinsville coaches are trying to make sure that the referees mark the the penalty from where the foul was and not where the ball ended up.
Because if it is where the ball ended up, they probably will decline it and just have our...
There we go. So it was from the original, or from, the line of scrimmage. So now it'll be a 2nd and 20 for the Mustangs. McKinney and Kime in the backfield with Craig.
And they pass. Tillman comes up, and
that will be good for about 6 yards.
So that penalty was good for accepting it. I mean, they have better they have worse field position than they would have.
Right. I mean, it's 3rd and wow. I mean, that was really only a gain of a couple.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 18 here as opposed to 3rd and 10. So yeah, definitely a plus to take the penalty. Looks like McKinney is the lone back this time. Craig's got double wide receivers on either side. Blitz is showing. Marcus Tillman's coming. McKinney picks up the block. It's a deep pass. He's got his man, and he catches it. Touchdown Mustangs. Wide receiver Keenan Ferrier got past Dylan Cook on the pass play, and that was about a 49-yard pass completion for a touchdown.
On 3rd and long, that is something you do not want to see, a big play for a touchdown when your defense holds them to a tough conversion. Coach Jones can't be happy with that.
Tucker to kick. The PAT. Looks like he's got it.
And TJ is very close to getting that blocked.
So with 5:17 remaining in the second quarter here, the Mustangs come up with a huge play, a 49-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Craig to the sophomore wide receiver Keenan Ferrier. And they answer the call once again, improving the score 14-16, Cardinals lead.
And this is something where the safety will come in handy as the game goes on, having that 2-point cushion.
Dylan Cook back to receive for the Cardinals. Ryan Haymaker and Marcus Tillman on the next level. Rock Robbins in as kind of a what I would call like your lead blocker here on the special teams unit. Mark Franklin is the kicker for Illegal, and he's managed to get a pretty good boot on it the previous times. He does so again. Fielded at the 5. Cook follows his blocks, gets to the sideline, and tackled by his ankles there by number 68, Cole Martin, junior for the Illegal Mustangs. Cook did manage to get the ball to the 29-yard line, though. So a decent return.
And our offense will take the field.
Brandon Lowe in as wide receiver here, giving Cook a short break, I imagine. Ryan Haymaker is Kacheski's back. Snap back, handoff is to Haymaker. He runs left, breaks up the middle. Brought down after a gain of about 7 or 8 on the play. Nice blocking there by the Cardinal offense. Looks like TJ Johnson and Despain had a little extracurricular going on there, and the official doing what I like. And the first time he's actually just kind of talking to him as opposed to throwing the foul or the flag. Did TJ hit him late or something?
Well, a little tap, and the Spain looked like he did a little flop action there, trying to get the penalty called.
This time, Kacheski with 4 wideouts. Handoff is to Haymaker. Runs right. Has some room. Hurdles a man for the first down. Nice running there by Ryan Haymaker. You better be careful hurdling guys like that. Sean Taylor is going to make him be a hurdler instead of just a 100-yard sprinter this track season. So Collinsville gets a first down there, and a nice job there by Ryan Haymaker following his line. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the half.
Right.
Marcus Tillman in as the back.
Ryan Haymakers really ran hard today. He's really played pretty well this first half.
Tillman gets the handoff this time, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he just does that.
Right as he turned it upfield, they seemed to get a hand on him, and Ryan Haymaker will check back into the game.
Haymaker and now Tillman play every snap of the game unless they're relieving one another at the running back position. Just a tribute to these kids' toughness to be able to play a full game. This time Kacheski in motion, passes to Tyler Forrest, the sophomore, breaks through a tackle, gets it to the 50. That's going to be close to a first down depending on the mark.
And they will call it a first down, I do believe.
Really good job there by Tyler Forrest, fighting for every yard he could get. I know the coaches have been really pleased with what they've seen out of that young man. He's a hard worker and dedicated all of his time to football last year and obviously showed a lot of improvements and is starting now.
And like him and Dylan Cook, both deceiving wide receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, for their size, teams think they can take advantage of him until they get the ball.
Blitz comes, handoff is to Haymaker. He's up the middle. He'll have a couple of yards. Tackle made that time by number 31 for the Mustangs. That's Austin Madison. He's the senior linebacker.
Number 68. Is that 68 or 60 comes up hobbling?
68.
68,
which was Cole Martin.
Come up hobbling a little bit.
Linebacker core for the Mustangs includes the running back, Jimmy McKinney, Thor Burnside. What a great name for a linebacker.
3 seconds on the play clock, and they'll get the ball off.
It's an incomplete pass. Intended wide receiver was Keenan Hamilton, and it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Cardinals.
Just a little low, and it seemed like number 68, Cole Martin, got a little
pressure on the quarterback, or did he get a hand on the ball?
A little late hit.
Oh,
but
okay.
Not too late for the refs to be able to call a penalty on that.
And the Cardinal coaching staff going to use a lot of their play clock here. You got to be thinking that they're pretty pleased with where they're at right now. So if they get this first down, they might hurry up their play calling a little bit. But if they don't, they're okay with their position. It's a deep pass to Keenan Hamilton. And seemed like some contact there. The Collinsville bleachers definitely looking for the call, but there was none, and it'll be 4th and 9.
And that's not what you want to see. You want to see either him convert the pass or Sean get down behind the line of scrimmage because the clock is still running. Uligal get the ball with about 1:50 left, and they have enough time to drive the field and score.
Got to think that they'll milk the play clock a little bit more here. 14-13, down to 10. Snap back at 9. High kick by Kacheski. Takes a Collinsville bounce, though. A nice Collinsville bounce. Still rolling. Looks like it gets close to the 10, and a good bounce there by Kacheski after it was a pretty high-sailing kick. And the Mustangs will take over with the ball on their 12 with 1:53 to go before halftime.
And Collinsville will get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, they did. They won the coin toss and deferred to the second half.
So if they do get a stop here, they will go into halftime with a 2-point lead.
Craig hands off to Kime.
Handoff given to number 21, Chance Kime.
He's brought down by a few Cardinals.
45, Justin Cote. Handed around
Looks like Cothe was the first man on the job.
5 for the Mustangs.
Going to be 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Play clock and game clock rolling. 1:30.
I don't think Uligal is going to go for a big play. They're just going to try to grind the half over with.
2 wide receivers. To Craig's left. He keeps it on the quarterback read. Runs right.
And number 17, Craig Osborne.
Brought down there by, I believe that's Josh Arnold, the first man to bring him down. Clock down to a minute. And the officials are going to have to see how close it is here. They might have, they are signaling 3rd down. So it's 3rd and very short here for Oologah.
The clock will run again. With 50 seconds left, they will hand it off to McKinney. He will get the first down, but shouldn't really matter.
Clock stops just for the chains to reset, excuse me. Ball on the 34. 40 seconds to go. This time we Mustangs do line up with 4 wide receivers.
Freshman Dylan Russell came in for number 20. Keenan
Here's
Hamilton.
the pass play. It's deep. Incomplete. Once again, the sophomore Keenan Ferrier, the intended target. They are attacking Dylan Cook. They're attacking that side. I'm not sure if Ferrier is just the guy that Craig normally targets, or if they're trying to highlight that matchup.
Looks like Dylan Cook will come out and Brandon Lowe, a sophomore, will come in. Coach Harp trying to rotate his secondary.
Number 30, Dylan Russell, you just mentioned, is in the game as well. Snap back. It's a handoff to McKinney. He's got space. 19 seconds on the clock. Still running. Finally trips and falls at the 40. Cardinals get maybe a little lucky there. They were able to get a body on him, and he finally fell. So clock's going to stop while the chain's resetting.
Oologah will call a timeout. So there will be 13 seconds on the clock with Oologah on the Collinsville 40-yard line. And here's where the offensive coordinator has some question. Do you run the ball like you just did and try to pick up a big game, or do you go back to Craig and try to
I tried 2 pass plays at this point. If you can, you have another timeout to call. I mean, you're going to defer to the second half anyway. If you throw a pick, you throw a pick. There's 13 seconds on the clock. I mean, I don't really see what they have to lose by taking a couple shots here. That being said, hopefully the Collinsville's in prevent defense.
Yes. And their kicker does have a leg on him, so you have to think if anywhere inside the 30-yard line, it's field goal range for Collinsville, or for Oologah, excuse me.
McKinney remains the back. Cardinals are in prevent. Fake the handoff to McKinney. Looking deep. He's got a man. And there's a penalty on the play, and it was accurate. Brandon Lowe definitely got in the way of the defender. He had his eyes on the ball, but definitely prevented the wide receiver from getting to the pass. And I believe that's just an automatic 15 in high school football.
Yes. So probably a good play by Brandon, because if he doesn't bump him,
he might have had the reception.
Coach Jones not very happy with the call.
I think Coach Jones feels like Brandon Lowe had a better opportunity to catch the ball than the wideout would be the only defense, but you can't
And a little
interfere.
bump, I mean, I don't know about that call.
So we'll see. It looks like they do bring in their kicker. This is number 15. Their Wyatt Tucker, who's a junior. Their spot kicker, their field goal kicker is different than their kickoff kicker. So we'll see if he's got the leg here. This will be a 45-yard field goal.
And it looks like Collinsville's going to put a few guys back to see if just in case of a fake.
Yeah.
As they have Craig holding it.
7 seconds to go, and I believe
Collinsville will try to ice the kicker. Coach Jones still talking to the ref about the call. And even if Brandon did touch him, he really did not affect the path of the wide receiver. So that's probably what Coach Jones' argument was.
looks like Despain is the favorite receiver of Craig. He has 145 yards on the season and 9 receptions. So number 8, Keenan Ferrier, has not been normally the guy that Craig throws to most often.
And TJ on the PATs has seemed to get around the corner, so Collinsville fans got the block that kick chant going on.
Tucker is set. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up.
Blocked.
It's going to be way too short there.
Seemed to got maybe a finger on it, a tip.
And Coach Jones definitely not upset with Brandon Lowe at all. Gave him a very excited high five and tap on the helmet there. So obviously doesn't feel like Brandon Lowe committed a penalty, and happy with the play of his sophomore defensive back.
You have to think the smart play is to just knee the ball down, and that's what we will do. Going to halftime with a 16-14 lead. And that's what they will do.
So the Cardinals lead 16-14 at the half against their rivals, the Oologah Mustangs. And a nice half right now so far for the Cardinals. And we'll take a short halftime break. We'll come back with a little bit of analysis and the Collinsville Band.
Drive down Route 66 and see the Meltons.
Well, ain't that something?
It's here, where the entire Melton family changed the negative dealership drama.
Forever.
This is a showroom. Yep, that's a pool table.
These are the salespeople. Yep, there are none.
Unlocked cars? Yep, even on Sundays. Granddad paid off the building. Yep, we sell cars for fun.
Translation, car buying can be a negative experience, so we changed it. You're welcome.
Melton Sales on Route 66 in Claremore. Jump on it.
Can I get a ham and Swiss sandwich with extra cheese, please?
Welcome back to Oologah, Oklahoma, where the Collinsville Cardinals lead the Mustangs 16-14 at half. I'm Casey Price along with my partner Logan Wilt. The balloons are being let off to signify the cancer survivors or victims. And they had the first annual competition between schools who could pink out the stadium more, and no surprise the home team won.
Yeah, what a surprise.
But it's a great cause regardless, and you have to love that both communities embraced bringing awareness to such a thing. And we'll talk about the football game a little bit more, but not until after the Crimson Cadets take the field for their halftime performance. right, so that was the Crimson Cadets there with their halftime performance. Their first time on the road this year as well. We're going to let you watch a very important video now to give you a little information about a very important vote that will be presented to all the people of Collinsville this October 8th. We hope you can learn a little bit more about this and go to cast your vote October 8th.
Collinsville is voting on a proposed bond October 8th to bring Collinsville Public Schools up to date for meeting the growing needs of the community. Since 1995, the community has grown an additional 3,000 households and added over 1,100 students to the school system enrollment.
Well, if you're not preparing for the future, you're not preparing your students for their futures. And this is exactly what we've been trying to do in Collinsville and in Collinsville schools for years. My husband and I have seen Collinsville grow over the last 40 years. We are really, really pleased with the way our community is able to keep the quaintness of a small town and yet still be preparing the students and all of us actually for the future.
To get out of the city, people are moving to places like Collinsville, and so you'll see the growth. And as it's coming this way, we've got to prepare for that student-wise, just to help with the overcrowding.
First, there is a proposed new facility at the upper elementary for 4th and 5th grades. It will accommodate many more children. And for site improvements for bus loops and additional roads in and around the facility, it will alleviate traffic congestion during drop-off and pickup times of the children.
The bond is going to cover several areas, but the one I'm really excited about is the fact that we're putting all of our students from preschool through 5th grade on one campus. And with that, we're going to be able to control the traffic, because if you've ever gone out to that one area, the one campus, it's very difficult if you pick the wrong time to go visit the school, because so many people being involved in getting there. So I know the traffic flow is going to be worked with, and I know that we're going to have our students in a safe area where all of them are together, the buses are in a certain area, the parents will be picking up in a certain area. I think that's going to be very beneficial to our children.
Altogether, at the new upper elementary, there will be an additional 46,000 square feet with 21 classrooms, 2 full sets of bathrooms, a gym, kitchen, commons, and admin areas. Next up, the high school. Additions will add 22,500 feet and remodel of 10,000 square feet.
The second part of the bond would be remodeling the high school, remodeling the gymnasium, air conditioning the gymnasium.
100 degrees outside and you're in an unair-conditioned gym, it can be hard. I mean, it's hard on the young kids, let alone as you get older in age, and people from the senior group will struggle in those environments. You know, it's going to be a more comfortable atmosphere. I know we've had Cub Scouts in the past meet in some of our locations and things like that. If one of those places need to use one of these air-conditioned facilities, we'll have it.
As all of us know, when we sit there through games or programs, it's hot. The pictures I've seen of what they're going to do is going to be fantastic.
And also building a new commons area to accommodate the student growth at the high school. We're currently running 3 lunch programs out there, and we would like to get back to 2.
They are increasing that area. It's going to be really, really nice for the students, the community, and for all of us. So not only will this be beneficial and be bringing our students closer to the future, but it'll be beneficial for the community as well as a place for us to meet. And you know, so many times the school is the place that people meet in their city.
There will be a new practice gym constructed as well. It will alleviate the current lack of practice time for the many groups looking to schedule the gymnasium now. A locker room will be among many of the updated amenities for all students to enjoy as part of this expansion. These new facilities and renovations will have a very positive effect on the students, faculty, and the community in many ways.
The bond is for $20 million. It's a lot of money, but it will be doing a lot of things for Collinsville and for the students of Collinsville and for the families of Collinsville.
To the taxpayer, it will raise their taxes on a dwelling that's $1,000 a year on the taxes. We'll raise it about $70 a year.
If we can't do that for our students, what can we do for them?
With the community of Collinsville's population and student enrollment growth, it stands to reason that Collinsville Public Schools feels the time is now to add facilities, renovate, and become better positioned for years to come.
If you visit some of the other communities, we're behind. Collinsville's been behind. This is a great opportunity for us to get caught up with the communities that are around us.
The best way to do that is to say that we know that the administration at the Collinsville Schools, the school board, and the community decided this would be a good time to set the bond, to set the vote.
There's never really a good time to run a bond issue. There's a right time, and we feel like it is because of our growth right now and our consistent growth and our need based on the number of students we're going to have in the future and the desires of the community. We felt like this was the appropriate time.
So let's trust them and at least go to the polls and vote.
It's time to get out and vote and make a difference in our community with this opportunity before us. We are Collinsville, the center of it all. We are to vote on October 8th. To find out more, go online to collinsville.k12.ok.us.
Drive down Route 66 and see the Meltons.
Well, ain't that something?
It's here, where the entire Melton family changed the negative dealership drama.
Forever.
This is a showroom. Yep, that's a pool table.
These are the salespeople. Yep, there are none.
Unlocked cars? Yep, even on Sundays. Granddad paid off the building. Yep, we sell cars for fun.
Translation, car buying can be a negative experience, so we changed it. You're welcome.
Melton Sales on Route 66 in Claremore. Jump on it.
Can I get a ham and Swiss sandwich with extra cheese, please?
And we're back here in Oologah, Oklahoma, where your Collinsville Cardinals lead the Mustangs 16-14. The Oologah Band is finishing up their halftime performance, and my partner Logan Wilt and I have been pretty pleased with the performance of the Cardinals to this point. But before we delve into all of that, Logan's going to hit us up with some scores around the state.
Coweta is beating Bishop Kelly 35-21 in the third quarter. Owasso is losing to Jinx 19-14 in the second quarter. Broken Arrow is beating Union 17-4.
These kids these days don't know how to work their technology.
Oh, yeah, right.
Trying to get some scores from our district here for you. Looking at the Tulsa World scoreboard. Sure gave the Coweta one.
Last night, Booker T. Washington beat East Central 51-17.
Wow, East Central must be down this year.
McAllister is beating Claremore 28-14 at half. Grove is losing to Wagner 35-7. Pryor is, they don't have the score for Pryor.
Yeah, it looks like they haven't turned in a score yet.
Skytook is losing to Bartlesville 20-3. Tahlequah is beating Salisaw 21-17 in the second quarter.
All right, so let's talk about our games so far. The Cardinals won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so Oologah began with the ball, and on their first possession, marched the ball down on the inside of the red zone, and eventually their quarterback, Craig, his first name Peyton Craig, the junior quarterback, threw an interception right into the hands of Sean Kacheski. Kacheski managed to get that ball back to the 50, where the Cardinals took over on offense. That possession was a quick 3 and out, but Kacheski did manage to have a nice punt, pinned the Mustangs on their own 10. Then the Cardinal defense took the field again and stuffed the Mustangs and forced 3 and out of their own. And on that play, the deep snapper on the punt snapped it over the head of the punter, and the Cardinals got a safety. Then the Cardinals returned the kick all the way to Ulagaw's 48 and ended up getting a touchdown on a Ryan Haymaker run, and the score went to 9-0. Let's see. That time, the next possession for Ulagaw, they did get on the scoreboard with a McKinney touchdown run, a 1-yard dive over the goal line and all the linemen. So the score went to 9-7. Cardinals then had the ball, got 1 first down before they had to punt, and once again pinned them. Got Ulagaw pinned on their own 5. Ulagaw had the ball, got a couple of first downs. Where they had a 3 and out and punted. Then Collinsville got the ball and touchdown on that nice fade pass to Keenan Hamilton from Kacheski all the way to that back nylon, just like you practice it. After that, it was just a little bit of battling, and then eventually halftime. Logan, who would you say you've been pretty impressed with to this point?
Well, I'd have to say Ryan Haymaker. On the offensive side of the ball, he's ran hard every play, and he's made a lot of plays with a touchdown in the first half. I mean, he's really just, anytime he's touched the ball, he's ran hard and at least gained a few yards.
I think the offensive line has done a really good job tonight. Like you mentioned, Haymaker's had some nice run plays, and he's had nice gaps to hit. It's worth mentioning that the starting center,
Chris
Kaleem is out tonight, and filling in for him has been Conover, and he's done a pretty good job so far. There have been a couple of snaps that Kacheski hasn't handled so well, and I'm not sure if that's because of the new center or if that has nothing to do with it. But I feel like the offensive line has played really well so far tonight.
And on defense, I mean, it'd have to be Sean. I mean, Ulagaw driving down the field on their first possession only to be picked by Sean Kacheski and returned to about the 50-yard line. I mean, you couldn't be more pleased with the first possession, and I mean, so far the defense has really played good, other than, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I'd have to say the defense as a unit has played extremely well. I mean, the 1 touchdown, Ulagaw's going to march on you, and they got a touchdown on a nice drive. They shoved it down the throat and eventually score on the 1-yard run. Their other touchdowns on a deep pass from the 49. So, I mean, I think as a whole, Coach Jones has got to be pretty pleased with his defense. All right, with 1:30 before the game kicks back off as the Collinsville Cardinals receive, we'll take one more commercial break and be back for the second half.
Drive down Route 66 and see the Meltons.
Well, ain't that something?
It's here, where the entire Melton family changed the negative dealership drama.
Forever.
This is a showroom. Yep, that's a pool table.
These are the salespeople. Yep, there are none.
Unlocked cars? Yep, even on Sundays. Granddad paid off the building. Yep, we sell cars for fun.
Translation, car buying can be a negative experience, so we changed it. You're welcome.
Melton Sales on Route 66 in Claremore. Jump on it.
All right, we're back to begin the second half as Dylan Cook and the Cardinals are set to receive the kickoff. My partner Logan Wilt and I here at Oologah, where the Cardinals lead 16-14 after a pretty good half of football. Coach Jones got to be pretty pleased with what his team's done so far and got to just continue to carry that momentum into this half.
And we will get to see our offense in the start of the second half, and we will see what they can do coming out of the locker room. And I know Coach Jones was really talking about just like keeping drives going.
Yeah.
Because like Coach Redding said earlier, our running game needed to get started, and our running game's really done great today.
Kick. Cook fields it at the 5. Brought down at the 15.
I do believe this will be the worst field position for the Collinsville Cardinals this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the previous field position was 29. Other than that, they've had it at the 50, the 40, our own 48, the 36, and our own 39. Oologah's 48 and Oologah's 39. So we have had really good field position a couple of times tonight. Hamilton again set as a tight end. Kacheski avoids a sack. He's going to run out of bounds and take a loss of 1 there. I think he was
expecting Haymaker to come off his right shoulder, and that never happened.
Yeah, he was going to. They were obviously running the quarterback zone read, and he's holding out like Haymaker's there, and Haymaker's nowhere in sight. The defender didn't have any choice to make. He's just gunning at Kacheski. So a good job there by Kacheski to just be able to shake him and keep your losses pretty minimal. This time he kind of checks twice to make sure Haymaker's where he thinks he's going to be. TJ Johnson's in motion. Snap a little high, he handles it okay, hands off to Haymaker. Looks like he gets to the 16, there's a flag on the play.
I'm guessing it will be holding or
maybe illegal motion. I'm not sure on the Johnson run thing. He might have got forward momentum before the snap.
Yep, it's illegal motion. I think that'll back him up 10 yards.
We'll have to see. I don't know what that penalty is. Just a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to be 2nd and 18 here for the Cardinals.
And this is not what you want to see on the first drive, backed up to our own goal line.
Blitz coming right up the middle. Kacheski in motion. He throws it deep. He's got it. Cross wide open. It's a race. It's a completion. Gets down to the 40. What a nice ball there by Sean Kacheski. That was about a 50-yard pass. Showing his arm off there, and a great play call. Tyler Forrest was open for days. He had to wait on the pass, but that's still a good throw by Sean. I mean, that's a 50-yard throw for him.
And those are the catches that are hardest to make when you have no one around you and you know this is a big completion.
Yeah, you're sitting there looking and waiting for the ball to come. You see a defender coming too.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I mean, they underestimate him.
Haymaker up the middle. He's got another first down.
And we're getting some great play calling by Coach McClure tonight. I mean, he's really stepped up his game.
So the ball on the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 Cardinals. Haymaker stays as the back. Keenan Hamilton going to line up tight end again. This is the first time this year we've seen Hamilton line up as a tight end, I believe. Handoff goes to Haymaker again. Breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet. Stiff arms the guy. TJ Hamilton with the block. Haymaker gets in the end zone. Cardinals, touchdown. On great blocking once again, Haymaker having the night of his life. his second running touchdown of the evening. And just unbelievable blocking tonight by the Cardinals, just matching up and doing a fantastic job putting a body on guys. Haymaker obviously broke like 4 tackles on that play as well. Sergio Perez is in for the field goal for the point after. Brandon Lowe's the holder. Snaps back. It's down. Kick is good. So the Cardinals improve the score 23-14. Come out guns a-blazing to begin the second half.
Wow, Ryan Haymaker has really stepped up his game today. He's really performed really well tonight. Coach Jones has to be happy that he gets him for one more year.
Yeah, Speedy back. He's done a great job tonight. Just a really good job all season. So that drive started on the 15-yard line. It was second and 18 at one point. The 60-yard pass to Tyler Forrest, then the 20-yard run by Haymaker, and then he caps it off with a touchdown.
And right out of the gates, Collinsville scores. That's something we haven't really seen much this season, is them really putting together a great offensive game.
Kick is up. Man, Sergio Perez kicks it high enough that really his defenders are able to get there so soon that there is a lot of pressure every time on Brandon Despain to field that clean.
The coaching staff isn't going to let Uliga be able to make a big play on the special teams end.
All right, so the defense back on the field. Snap back, handoff, goes to McKinney. He breaks 2 tackles. 1 tackle, TJ Johnson managed to hang on, but it's going to take 2 guys to bring him down, and that time TJ held on long enough for Marcus Tillman to get there and help him out. McKinney's the kind of guy that unless a lineman or maybe a few of our bigger linebackers get a body on him, it's gonna take 2 to bring him down. So 2nd and 3 for the Mustangs. Handoff goes to McKinney again. Got a lot of room this time. Ryan Haymaker in pursuit. Flag on the play. I think that might be a horse collar.
2 flags on the field.
McKinney was brought down at the 50-yard line, but we'll have to see what the penalty will be. Oh, and it's against the Mustangs. Well, the official signaled like it was against the Mustangs, but...
A horse collar.
Okay. Okay, it was a horse. Okay, so they evened out. There were 2 horse collars, so...
No. The referees signaled it wrong.
Okay.
It was a horse collar on Collinsville.
Wow.
Remove Uliga up 15 yards from where the spot of the foul occurred.
Wow, so they'll have the ball now at the 35 for the first down. Big penalty there against the Cardinals, as now the Mustangs are in nice territory. Snap back, Craig looking to pass. It's complete. That pass was to number 22, Wade McGee, junior tight end. It was good for about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. Ball on the 29-yard line. Handoff goes to McKinney, runs left.
And TJ puts a good block on number 5 to Spain.
That run will be good for a first down. I'm going to see a couple replacements come in on defense here. I think this is the first time we've seen Cole Kime come in on the defensive side of the ball tonight, as well as Jake Douglas.
Cole Kime will be nose guard. They're going to go to four linemen.
It's a pass play. Complete again to the tight end. He's brought out of bounds. Looks like about the 13. It'll be close to a first down. It will be good for a first down.
One thing you don't see with this Cardinal defense is going to a 4-3 or a 4-4. They're usually a 3-4 team. So I was kind of surprised to see we have four linemen in.
Yeah, that isn't something we've seen so far this year. They've got three backs. Handoff goes to Kime up the middle. Trying to break through, but no going for him as number 67, Cole Kime, in on the tackle for the Cardinals. And the reason I'm sure Coach Jones has gone to this 4-3 is because of the running power of the Mustangs. I mean, he's just trying to load the box and prevent that run. He wants to force Ulugal to pass, like we talked about before the open. He wants to see them throw the ball around the room.
And I don't think they can beat Collinsville throwing the ball.
And I think that's what he's betting on as well. Handles the snap. Kime with the carry, running right. Keenan Hamilton knocks him out of bounds. Looks like it was a gain of a couple yards there for the Mustangs. It'll be 3rd and 3.
This is a big 3rd down for the Collinsville defense. But you have to think Ulugal's in 4-down territory, being down by 9 points.
Handoff.
No.
Oh, it's a play action. Craig overthrew his man. So we'll see what the Mustangs elect to do on 4th down here. Looks like they are going to bring in their kicker.
And this will be a huge thing for Collinsville, holding Ulugal to a field goal. I mean, being up by 9 points, I mean, it really helps with a 6-point cushion.
Craig is the holder. Kick is up. And it's good. That's a 16-yard field goal for the Mustangs. So they pull within 6 here, so that is a benefit for the Mustangs as well. Now a touchdown puts them ahead. They finally kind of overcome that safety if Collinsville can't continue to put points on the board.
One thing I think that's going to happen towards the end of the game, it's going to be whoever scores last or whoever gets the stop, because it's been back and forth all game.
So the heavy-footed Mark Franklin set to kick for the Mustangs. Got to be the best kicker we've seen so far this year as far as deep kicker. Sails deep again. Looks like this time Cook fields it in the end zone, and the officials blow it dead.
Once the ball hits the goal line or hits in the end zone, it's called dead. Just some player safety.
I see. So the Cardinals will take over on the 20.
Looks like number 55, Parker Brown, came off limping. That's not good to see. He is our nose guard.
Chesky in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Haymaker, running left, has room, still on his feet, and gets a push forward. That'll be good for 9 yards and a first down for the Cardinals. Nice running there by Haymaker. Parker Brown getting looked at by the Cardinal training crew down here on the sideline. Ryan Haymaker going to check out. get a breather here. Well deserved, as he's played pretty outstanding tonight on both sides of the ball. So Tillman in as the back. Kacheski keeps it, breaks the tackle, trying to make space. He does. He's got 8, trying to wrap up that ball there. Good job by Kacheski, making sure he protect the ball on his way down. That'll be good for a gain of about 7. Nice running there by the quarterback on the read.
Gain around 6 on the play, and then bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Cardinals.
Tillman still in the game. 2nd and 3. Tillman gets the handoff, and he's going to be tackled for a loss there by Jimmy McKinney.
That was not his fault. Not really good blocking. I don't know if Sean should have kept it or not. I think it might have been a better play for him to keep it, but they'll lose 4 yards.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Cardinals. Kacheski has Forrest, Johnson, and Cook to his right. Keenan Hamilton to his left. He looks right, in motion that way, passes for TJ Johnson. It's complete. He pushes the man down with a stiff arm, running up the sideline. Finally brought down at the 45. TJ Johnson's first catch of the night, and it's an important one. Gets the first down.
He had the first down right when he caught it, but he got about 15 extra yards, which is good to see out of your senior.
All right, so the ball on the 43 now for the Cardinals. Marcus Tillman staying in the game. Single coverage out to the left on Keenan Hamilton. Handoff goes to Marcus Tillman up the gap. Nice running there, and a nice hole for him. That'll be a gain of 4 or 5 for the sophomore running back. Check that. Well, 5 or 6. Keenan Hamilton lined up as a tight end. Kacheski's right. High snap. Tillman runs through. Trying to be stripped. Does a good job hanging on to the ball. He's got the first down, and the Cardinals continue the drive.
Number 57, Thomas Helvig, thought Sean kept the ball and took him down after the play. I don't really like that. I think he had to know that Sean didn't have the ball. He just trying to get an extra hit on him.
Kacheski in the shotgun, takes a snap, gives the handoff again to Tillman. He runs right, falls forward. He's got 3 on the carry, and a nice job by Tillman there. And he's finally relieved by Ryan Haymaker. Hopefully Haymaker got a nice breather there.
Pretty will come in for his first offensive play of the game. He didn't play on the offensive side of the ball last game, so
not at all.
I like to see him get involved, but don't have enough defensive depth.
Oh, flag on the play as Keenan Hamilton got a hand on it. Apparently the Oologah defender had a hand on him. Nice play action pass there by Kacheski. Call by McClure to fake the handoff to Keenan Pretty, the new back in the game. And that'll be good for a first down for the Cardinals.
That'll move the ball up 15 yards. So the ball will now be on the 13-yard line. A great offensive drive by Collinsville.
All right, So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals here on the 13. Haymaker back in the game. Kacheski keeps up the middle this time, and
he was hit hard by number 57, Thomas Helvig.
So it'll be 2nd down and 11 after the loss. Sam West is in the game for the Cardinals.
Seeing his first offensive play of the game. He plays special teams.
Haymaker gets the handoff, runs left, has one man to beat. He's the speedy back. He's in the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Ryan Haymaker is playing out of his mind, and a great job tonight blocking for Ryan Haymaker. The offensive line and Ryan Haymaker are in sync tonight, and Haymaker has proven to be pretty fast when he gets to the outside, taking advantage here for the Cardinals.
Wow, Haymaker has really impressed me tonight.
Kicks up, and it's good again. So the Cardinals take a 30-17 lead with 3:52 to go in the 3rd quarter, as they march the ball from the 20 all the way down to the end zone. And that's back-to-back scoring touchdowns for the Cardinals, something we haven't seen yet this season. Scoring drives, back-to-back scoring drives for the Cardinals.
And if Collinsville were to score another touchdown, it would be the highest scoring game of the season so far for them. Their highest scoring game of the season so far is 34 versus Skiatook. Last week they only scored 14 versus Catoosa, so the offense has really stepped it up tonight.
Sergio Perez out to kick off. He's kicked every time towards Despain of the Mustangs.
You probably won't see anything different.
High in the air once again. This time Despain wants to run and is brought down by number 3, Marcus Redwine, the junior for the Cardinals. Good job by Marcus Redwine that time. And the Mustangs will have the ball at the 39-yard line, I believe. 34-yard line. Cards stay with that 4-man defensive line. Pass is complete to Kime. He's got a 1st down, and he's tackled by Josh Arnold and TJ Hamilton after a gain of about 15 yards on the pass play.
Mark Tillman almost got a hand on the ball, but just overran the play just a little bit.
Kime gets the handoff. Justin Cothe in pursuit, brings him down that time for a loss. Rock Robbins also in on the tackle. That'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Good job by the junior, Justin Cothe, who missed the majority of last season with a knee injury. Had to change positions this year, went from an inside linebacker to a defensive end. Said he's really had to correct a lot of different old habits he had. It's just a lot different for him being on the end. TJ Johnson looks to bring down McKinney. Slows him down enough for Cothe and Rock Robbins, or Kacheski and Rock Robbins, to get there for the tackle. He does a gain of about 5, and it'll be 3rd and 5 now for the Mustangs.
And like you were saying earlier, Cothe had to switch, and I've really been pleased with the switch. I mean, he's really played well on the line.
Ball on the 45 here. 35 for the Mustangs. Cardinals back to the 3-4 defense.
They pass.
In the blitz. It's a quick pass to McKinney. Got a man to beat. He does, but Kothy's there, and he's going to be short of a first down. Justin Kothy continued to play there, and we'll see what Oologah elects to do on this 4th and 2.
That was a great spot for Oologah. I think he was down about a yard shorter than what they have him spotted at.
And they're going to go for it here. They keep McKinney in the game. I'm sure there's no guessing where they're going to go. He gets the handoff. Oh, no, it's a quarterback keeper. Throws it out to the left, and it's incomplete. Incomplete there. Pass intended for number 22, Wade McGee, junior wide receiver. And the Cardinals will take over on downs at the 41-yard line.
I don't see why Craig wouldn't just keep the ball. I know it wasn't designed, but he had wide open field in front of him. Bad mistake by the junior quarterback.
So this Cardinal offense, who has scored on the previous 2 possessions, takes over. Handoff goes to Haymaker. He's got room up the middle. He's breaking loose. He's down to the 35. The 10. End zone. 4 touchdowns on the night. And I think we know who the player of the game's going to be, Logan.
Wow. He's really played great tonight. And have to get credit to his line. They have really blocked well for him, bringing open holes where he's able to just run right through them.
Man, if he gets to the secondary, teams are in trouble, and he's proved that tonight. If you can't get him with your line and your linebackers, your secondary is going to be in trouble. Sergio Perez tacks on the PAT, and the Cardinals take a 20-point lead here in Oologah. 37-17, a minute 29 to go in this 3rd quarter.
And the fans are loving beating our rivals Oologah 37-17.
Man, you got to just think that everybody on the home side, players, the bench, and the stands are just kind of like shocked right now at the performance that Collinsville's offense has been able to put together.
I know for the coaches watching game film, they did not expect anything like this coming into this game. A great performance by this offense and a great performance by this defense too.
Sergio Perez's kick is off. Another high one to Despain. He's brought down after maybe 10 yards after he fields it. He'll be brought down near the 45-yard line.
And there's still a minute 23 left in this 3rd quarter. And the momentum is on Collinsville's side, no doubt.
There's just a lot of time left, Logan. Clock is the enemy at this point. Craig with 3 backs, hands off, keeps it on the quarterback read. Brought down, looks like he's got maybe 2 on the play. Marcus Tillman and Jake Douglas had the tackle. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. Kime out for the pass. Craig passes it right to Josh Arnold. He's got the interception. Josh Arnold with the 2nd interception of the night for the Cardinals.
And that pass again thrown right to the Collinsville defender. I don't see any wide receiver in sight of that ball.
So the Cardinal offense has the ball in Mustang territory. Scored on the previous 3 possessions.
And like you said earlier, the clock is our enemy with 40.7 seconds left in this third period.
Going to see a lot more Haymaker now. Just got to hang on to the ball. He's gang tackled.
And number 25, Ryan Haymaker on the carry. Tackle made on the play by number 68.
That'll be a run for no gain.
And you have to think that Collinsville's just going to wait this out with the play clock at 20 and the game clock at 15.
That will be the last play of this third quarter. The Cardinals lead their rivals, the Oologah Mustangs, 37-17 going into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break before we come back with more action from Oologah, Oklahoma.
Drive down Route 66 and see the Meltons.
Well, ain't that something?
It's here, where the entire Melton family changed the negative dealership drama.
Forever.
This is a showroom. Yep, that's a pool table.
These are the salespeople. Yep, there are none.
Unlocked cars? Yep, even on Sundays. Granddad paid off the building. Yep, we sell cars for fun.
Translation, car buying can be a negative experience, so we changed it. You're welcome.
Melton Sales on Route 66 in Claremore. Jump on it.
Can I get a ham and Swiss sandwich with extra cheese, please?
Welcome back to Oologah, Oklahoma, as Kacheski throws for Dylan Cook, almost catches it. Penalties on the play. That's going to be defensive interference. Automatic 15 yards as Coach Jones and the Cardinals go for the home run there.
And Lowe will check into the game for Cook. Cook almost had an outstanding catch. Penalty on Collinsville and Oologah. The penalties will offset.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Again, the center tonight is number 53, Colton Conover. The senior has done a really good job as Haymaker gets a handoff, falls forward for a couple as he had contact in the backfield. Brought down that time by number 68 for the Mustangs, Cole Martin. Looks like he only got maybe a yard on the play, and it's 3rd and 10 again for the Cardinals. Dylan Cook back into the game.
3rd and 10 with 11:20 left on the clock. I mean, I know you want to play it smart, but you have to convert this 3rd down here.
Kacheski in motion to his right, avoids a tackle, tries to avoid another, has a block, running left, avoids another. He's got the first down, does it with his feet by himself.
That kind of looked like Johnny Manziel there. Kind of avoiding all the defenders if you saw the Alabama game. That was a great play by Sean.
So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the 25-yard line. Clock doesn't run as Kacheski ran out of bounds on the play. Dylan Cook in motion to the left. Snap back, handoff goes to Haymaker. He's brought down after a gain of a yard. "15 seconds on the play clock. Coaches call the play in. They're going to take their time. They're going to want the game clock to run down here. Snap back just in time. Quick pass to Dylan Cook, and it's over his head.
The clock will stop. A tough catch for Cook.
So it's 2nd and 10 here for the Cardinals. Cardinals have a sideline warning there. And it's 3rd down, and 9 for the Cardinals. Kucheski looks to pass, completes it to Haymaker. He runs forward, tries, Uga defenders try to strip him. It looks like he'll be short of a 1st down.
I like the call to go for it. I mean, just our run game's been excellent tonight. Just run the ball.
Yeah, and they're over on the left hash. It's not an easy kick, especially for a young kicker. So, I mean, you're kind of in a position where you can eat some clock, you can go for the 1st down, or you put a kicker in a position, you know, that you don't know, but at the same time, this could be a good opportunity. Blitz coming, and it's going to be
a 1st down.
Yeah, that's going to be encroachment against the Mustangs. Hard snap, or the hard count there by Kucheski. Fools the Mustangs, and they get the 1st down the easy way.
I think that was our plan there, was to maybe call a timeout at the end of the game clock, or the play clock, try to get Uga off sides, and it worked.
The penalty there against a senior, Chance Kime of the Mustangs. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals with the ball on the 13. Ryan Haymaker is the back. High snap, Haymaker gets the handoff, runs up the middle. And that's going to be a penalty. They finally call it, Logan. You've been looking for it all night. Number 57 there, Thomas Helvig, just taking advantage of, you know, the read play, and just hits Kucheski way after the handoff is given, and that'll probably give the Cardinals another 1st down. They might just move the ball right
halfway to half the distance to the goal. Yeah, I mean, in high school football, for player safety, those penalties need to be called more.
And it will remain 1st down. That'll be a 1st down. They haven't changed it on the dial thing yet, but it's 1st down. After a penalty, after that penalty, it'll be 1st. So ball on the 7. Kucheski keeps it, tries to go up the middle, brought down there by number 6, Nick Johns. Cardinals on this possession have already taken 3 minutes off of the game clock.
Will be 3rd and 1.
Still in the shotgun. Kucheski gets the snap, keeps it again, runs up middle, and no going. Same man there for the tackle, Nick Johns, and it'll be 4th and another yard.
These are the plays where it's tough to figure out what to call. I mean, do you run it up the middle like we've done the previous 2 plays, or do you maybe run around the outside or throw a slant? I'd like to see a slant to TJ because I think he can beat his man.
Yeah, he's got one-on-one out there.
And no one's even close to
10 yards off Dylan Cook right there.
Run a little
just
screen
a
out, bubble
quick
screen,
pass
yeah.
right to him right now. They're gonna call a timeout. Ran the play clock all the way down. Call a timeout. They may give Sergio Perez an opportunity to get a field goal here, and this is a good opportunity to get it to him. You got a 20-point lead, 7 minutes 50 seconds to go. It's still somewhat high pressure because you're playing a rival, and he's only attempted I think 1 field goal
and he
on
missed
the season,
it left,
and he did miss it.
But it was a pretty long field goal, so I don't see him on.
Brandon Lowe is out there, and he is the holder.
And Rock is the long snapper, and he's out there too. So you would have to think that.
Well, we're being tricked. They're playing with us, Logan.
Lowe comes out, just getting some incentive in the huddle. Nope,
so
they
the
will run a play.
Stays on the field. Yep.
I like same formation they were in when they called the timeout. You have to think. I mean, Cook is wide open. I'd like to see just a little bubble screen. He has grass ahead of him.
Handoff goes to Haymaker. Runs left. 5th touchdown of the night. 5th touchdown of the night for Ryan Haymaker. And the Collinsville Cardinals just continue to pile it on here. Easily their best offensive game of the season. They have scored 4 possessions in a row.
They extend the lead to 43-17. 44-17 with that extra point. And I have to say, this is the best game I've seen Collinsville play this season by far. Especially the offense.
Yeah, the offense has put it together. The defense has really played very well, especially the second half. I mean, Ugal's done nothing in the second half.
They haven't allowed a single point this halftime, or since this half. I just got some insight from a Cardinal fan, and he said this is the second most points scored by the Cardinals since 2008 when they scored 45. So this is a great offensive performance by the Collinsville Cardinals.
Perez set to kick. Gives it the boot, sends it to Spain. He gets it at the 30. It's a block in the back, not called. And Levi Draper, the freshman, pulls Despain down after a gain of 6 on the play. Cardinals do keep their starting defense on the field.
And this Cardinal team hasn't really shown any wear and tear this game. I mean, a few players come out with a cramp, but nothing major so far. And so that's good to see.
Saw Coach Dale Harp, the defensive backs coach, kind of give his secondary a fist pump there. He knows that that's probably where the Mustangs are going to have to attack. I say that as they run it right up the middle to McKinney.
Which running the balls hadn't really worked for him this second half, so
well, I mean, it's perfect now. It's just going to run the clock. So, I mean, as long as they continue to run the ball up the middle and keep it within the sidelines, I'm pretty sure Coach Jones is going to be pretty happy, even if they get 5 at a time. Second and 5. McKinney and Kime the back. And that shotgun pro formation. Kime gets the handoff. Kothi brings him down. A 5-yard loss on the run. Justin Kothi playing like a man tonight, Logan.
He is a mean man. A mean, mean man.
Don't be so mean, Justin.
Like you were saying earlier, he had to switch to linemen, and he's really impressed me tonight, too. I mean, this season he's really played pretty well.
You know, I asked him yesterday how he was liking the position. He said, you know, it's been a lot of adjusting, and he wasn't like, oh, I love it. I bet if I asked him how he liked it tonight after the game, he'd be like, I love playing defensive end.
Yeah.
McKinney gets the hands off, runs left. Keenan Hamilton in pursuit, and eventually knocked out of bounds there by T.J. Johnson.
Looks like he might be half a yard short.
Get it out of bounds.
It will be a first down.
So the clock stops with 6:14 left to go. And look at the bleachers over there for the Oologah side of the stadium, Logan. I mean, a lot of trickle out has happened since the third quarter. And you look in the Collinsville stands, and everybody stayed strong, kind of witnessed this really unbelievable effort by their Cardinals.
Well, I mean, they have a 15-minute drive home, so why not watch Collinsville whoop their rival?
No rush tonight. That time, McKinney has a run of about 25 yards before 3 Cardinals bring him down, but they bring him down in bounds, so after the chain gang gets in place, the clock continues to tick, and by no means do Coach Jones and his coaching staff want to see that penalty, or gains like that, but at the same time, as long as it's running and the clock is running, I'm thinking that, you know, that's their enemy right now. They're going to be okay with plays like that. This time Kime gets it, and he's I believe that was Tucker on the carry, and no gain for Tucker there on the carry.
And Kothi and Rock bring him down with the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Tucker and Kime, the running backs in the game. Craig in the shotgun takes a snap, hands off to Tucker again. He runs left, and he's brought down. Cole Kime in on the tackle there for the Cardinals. And I almost get the impression that Oologah doesn't want the Cardinals to have the ball again. Logan?
Yeah, I think they're just trying to ease the pain, just trying to have a slow drive here and just score the touchdown to make the game look closer than it really was.
Yeah, and not give this Cardinal offense another opportunity to put more points on the board. McKinney gets a handoff, runs left. He's still on his feet. And he's got a lot of power and a lot of speed, and that's a deadly combination. He's got another first down there.
And, I mean, as this game goes on, the defense has started to slow down a little bit. Not much, though, but they have slowed down a little bit, and that's why Oologah is kind of driving.
Lone back this time is Tucker. Craig's got 2 wide receivers to his right. Handoff goes to Tucker. Runs it up the middle. Brought down after a gain of about 3 on the play. Cole Kime in on that tackle. It'll be 2nd and 6. It was a gain of 4. Ball's on the 12-yard line. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the game. More of the same. Handoff up the middle to Tucker. This time brought down early. Rock Robbins and Keenan Pretty in on the tackle.
Tackleman on the play by number 21, Keenan Pretty. And that'll bring up
So 3rd and 5 here for Oologah.
And some of the Cardinal fans trying to beat the rush. They start to exit the field.
And a sack this time by the freshman, number 30, Dylan Russell, coming into the game and getting his first sack of the season. Nice play by the young man as Craig kept it on the quarterback read, ran left. He was there to meet him. It'll be 4th now and 10 for the Mustangs.
And I mean, Coach Jones has to be happy. He's getting to play some younger guys, getting them some varsity playing time, and so that's a good thing to see.
Trips to Craig's right, Spain to his left, looks right, passes right. Tight end is the receiver, and he's brought down by Sean Kacheski. The pass was complete to Wade McGahee, the junior. He's listed as a tight end, but he actually lines up. He's kind of like Keenan Hamilton, usually lines up as a wide receiver. And that turns it over on downs to the Cardinals.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank Will Rogers Animal Hospital, along with Mid-America Foods, All Smiles Dental, Lakeside State Bank, AEP,
With 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the game,
and Ron Henry Construction for their great support.
the Cardinals offense will take the field.
Oologah High School would like to thank tonight's line to game workers, John Fletcher, Kim Reedy, Kenny Hamby.
Got a lot of young men out there. Marcus Redwine is the running back. All young men as the wide receivers. Redwine gets the handoff, runs up middle.
Sean will still be in the game, just trying to make sure everything's still the way it should be.
There's a gain of 2 by the running back Marcus Redwine. Really happy to see him get some touches here, some playing time. Such a good young man and has stuck with it all along. Doesn't get, a lot of glory out here, but he does a really good job. He's in the track program as well. And nice to see him getting some time. Snap back. He gets the handoff again. Runs right, still on his feet as he makes the move to the left.
And one thing I have to say is these Cardinal running backs are hard runners. They make sure they can get every yard they can.
Redwine just short of the first down there. It'll be 3rd and 1 as he runs for about 5 on that carry. 1:07 to go in the game. You got to believe after this first down, they're going to go ahead and take a knee on the next play, and that'll be the game if they get the first down. Well, probably regardless. Handoff goes to Redwine. He's probably got the first down. Looks like he got to the 25 there. And that will be good for the Cardinal. First down. And that will bring out the big boys for everybody's favorite formation.
The victory formation.
And the Cardinal fans on their feet, giving a hand to their team on a outstanding win tonight against a very good Oologah team. And Logan, the Cardinals just got the momentum early, and we talked about sustaining it, and they did just that. Kacheski takes a knee, last play of the game, and the Cardinals upset the Oologah Mustangs on their own turf as they defeat Oologah 44-17 in an outstanding game by the Cardinal offense and defense, putting it all together tonight. We'll take a short break here as the coaches and the players shake hands, and we'll be back to kind of sum up the game.
Drive down Route 66 and see the Meltons.
Well, ain't that something?
It's here, where the entire Melton family changed the negative dealership drama.
Forever.
This is the showroom. Yep, that's a pool table.
These are the salespeople. Yep, there are none.
Unlocked cars? Yep, even on Sundays. Granddad paid off the building. Yep, we sell cars for fun.
Translation, car buying can be a negative experience, so we changed it. You're welcome.
Milton Sales on Route 66 in Claremore. Jump on it.
Can I get a ham and Swiss sandwich with extra cheese, please?
We're back here at Oologah, Oklahoma, where tonight the Collinsville Cardinals beat up on their rivals, the Oologah Mustangs. Logan, no doubt about it, 5 touchdowns on the evening. The player of the game, without a doubt,
Ryan Haymaker.
Ryan Haymaker just played so fantastic tonight. I'm sure he's going to spread that award around to his line and offensive line as well. Just an unbelievably good job tonight by the offense, the defense, everybody put it together, and hopefully a lot of optimism moving forward for this season.
We ask you to get on Tulsa World and vote for Ryan Haymaker as the player of the week. I mean, he had an outstanding game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody should go on there, give him your vote. There's no reason he shouldn't win this week with 5 touchdowns, all the yards he put up tonight. Go give him your vote, guys, because he deserves it. That's going to do it for us and the Cardinal TV crew. Along with Logan Wild, I'm Casey Price. We're saying goodnight, and we'll see you next Friday in Claremore.
Drive down Route 66 and see the Meltons.
Well, ain't that something?
It's here, where the entire Melton family changed the negative dealership drama.
Forever.
This is a showroom. Yep, that's a pool table.
These are the salespeople. Yep, there are none.
Unlocked cars? Yep, even on Sundays. Granddad paid off the building. Yep, we sell cars for fun.
Translation, car buying can be a negative experience, so we changed it. You're welcome.
Melton Sales on Route 66 in Claremore. Jump on it.